Let's see what we can glean from this general monthly here, Caps. See what we're talking about here. Interesting layout. Focus or challenge. We got 3 of Ghosts in reverse. And so this is the Cups suit, for those of you familiar with the Rider-Waite decks, or those that are based on that deck. So 3 of Cups in reverse. There's a reunion happening. This is my reunion card. So a coming together. And it doesn't mean that it's like maybe anybody you had a falling out with or anything like that. This could just be, you know, someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You haven't had a chance to get together. Your schedules didn't mesh. Because you've got the Rune of Joy coming up around this. So someone you have a lot in common with. This would be someone that you enjoy their company immensely. They just really make you happy. They make you smile. And it's interesting because 3 of Cups in reverse, or 3 of Ghosts in this case in reverse, is normally like someone you don't want to hear from again. So I'm just going to throw that out there. It's like, yeah, normally in the upright, it's like, oh yeah, you know, exciting. But the Rune of Joy is next to that. So maybe it's that, you know, you were afraid this wouldn't go well. Maybe there, you know, maybe there has been a falling out with someone because the Tower card is here. Maybe there was kind of an upheaval or a shakeup in your relationship with this person, or maybe things didn't end on a good note and you've been a little concerned with how this would go if you heard from them again, or if you kind of talked again. And it actually goes really well. In fact, you're surprised, and happily so, at how well it goes and how you just kind of fall back into the way things were before, or fall back into the pattern of this relationship. For some of you, this is a former romantic interest, an ex-partner, someone from the past that you or even that you felt that way about with Gifu. That talks about, you know, marriage, partnership, 2 people, a couple. So, yeah, there could be somebody from the past that you've missed, Capricorn. That you run into, you get, I feel like it's going to be different for all of you, how you kind of run into this person or reconnect with this person. But I feel like you're not seeking it out, Capricorn. So I feel like for most of you, this is somebody reaching out to you, or again, yeah, you just kind of run into this person out and about, or while you're going about other business, or at an event or something. Again, it'll be different for all of you, but with the Tower card here, this talks about upheaval and unexpected events, things that are out of our control. So that's why I feel like a lot of you are going to kind of run into this person in an unexpected place, in an unexpected way. Now, this is the present. So moving into October, I really feel like this is minor, and that's odd. I don't normally say that with the Tower card because it's a major arcana, but because of the runes surrounding this, there's like an unexpected new beginning that totally shakes up your world, Capricorn, but in a good way. And this could also affect other people. It's like it's affecting more than just you, because we have manas here. So that talks about family, a group of people. But it's like unexpected new beginnings that are very positive, and but there's an unexpected element of it. So there could be a new beginning for family. There could be a new beginning with a group of friends. That is very, very positive. And there could be new people coming into the group, Capricorn. because Canis is here, and that talks about new friendships, meeting new people, creativity, new beginnings, celebrations. You've also got every fertility rune in the pack here, Capricorn, on the table. So it could be that there's an element of that as well. Unexpectedly, someone has news that they're pregnant or is sharing news about that, or and it could be a bit of a surprise. Maybe that's what it is for some of you. It's like, it's a surprise, but it's a good surprise. Or like maybe you were trying, but you didn't think it would happen that fast. There could be an element of that as well. Now the help that's going to be available to you. We've got the Sun card in reverse. So, and that has a lot of connotations or connections to children as well, Capricorn. And so there could be, it also talks about recognition, graduation, moving to the next level, promotion. But with it in reverse, it may not be time for something yet. Something may not be revealed to you. And that's kind of reinforced by Peridro here. And that's a good thing. So you may be keeping something a secret in October, and then you reveal it, and there's a cause for celebration. Or somebody may be keeping a secret from you, Capricorn, and you kind of picked up on it. Or it could be this person coming back in, and they're maybe not sharing all of their feelings about you or the past, but you just have a feeling. You know what I mean? You have an inclination that this is going to be kind of a big deal. This is big news. But that's coming up as a help to you, keeping things to yourself until the right time, and you'll know when it's the right time, because there's something some of you are keeping secret that's going to be a big reveal, and it's going to affect a lot of people in a very, very positive way. So Capricorn, I know I said for many of you, this person from the past that you haven't heard from will be getting in touch with you, but maybe some of you are sharing news. You're inviting someone to like a baby shower, or sharing some happy news with someone, and then the response that you get is unexpectedly pleasant or surprising. It's like good news. So or someone could, maybe you don't share it with them and they hear about it, and you unexpectedly get a congratulations from them. So yeah, you may be keeping something secret, and you may know a promotion is coming, but you have to keep mum. So it's kind of like you'll have insider information, and you're really excited about it, Capricorn, in October. But you got to kind of, mum's the word, you got to keep it to yourself. Or someone else may be doing that. It's like they have something big to say, but they're kind of waiting for the right time, but you intuitively are picking up on it here, Capricorn. Now, what must be accepted about October? We've got the Empress in reverse. So again, pregnancy, motherhood are themes. In the reverse, though, I think it's just like keeping the lid on it. Or maybe you're not sharing with people that you're trying to start something new. It doesn't have to be a pregnancy, although that is, because we have Bjork here, which is also, it's pretty much the equivalent of this card. But this is in the reverse and this is upright. So there's something you're trying to get off the ground. And if this is not, a birth, perhaps it is a new home, because we have the rune of real estate, property. It's also the rune of the past, though. So some of you may get really good news, actually, about a problem you've had on the home front, or you may be closing on a house. You may not think you're going to get it, and then you get it in October with the Tower card here. That could be how that's kind of playing out. Or you may think, oh my gosh, there's something wrong. With the Tower card, sometimes this can literally translate as something wrong with the foundation of a home, or the ground, or flooding, that sort of thing, drainage issues. you could think there's something really bad wrong about a property, and that's the only thing that is holding you back maybe from purchasing it. And then you find out that's not the case at all. So you get really good, unexpected good news about something. Or maybe you think there's something really bad wrong, or you're told that, but then you get a second opinion and find out, no, it's fine, and you go ahead with the sale. Because the King of Bats is here in reverse. And this is the sword suit in other tarot decks. So this is normally associated with air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And in the reverse, it seems like somebody may have been dishonest with you, or you think someone has been dishonest with you about property, real estate. For some of you, it could be the same person. Maybe that's why this didn't end on such a good note. This person kind of reappearing from the past. Maybe you felt like they deceived you in some way, or totally, you know, just said harsh things to you. This could have been somebody who has said some mean things in an argument. For some of you, it could have been a family member. Again, this can be any close relationship. Doesn't have to just be romantics. This could be anyone in your family, but particularly an air sign energy. But this could also be someone who's undergoing surgery, I just heard, or who has had a surgery in the recent past, and you may be afraid that they have re-injured themselves, or like they have done something, or it's like an old problem coming back, and the good news is going to be that that's not the case. But you know, there may be some moments in October where you're concerned about this person. You know, so this could be a father, your mate, a grandfather, an older relative in the family that you're concerned about, and he may not always be the nicest person. He may be particularly grumpy or upset, or kind of brusque with people, because I feel like it's probably he's concerned too. But it seems like most of you are going to get good news that, you know, this is not as serious as they're thinking. So those of you that are, you know, you have someone that you are dealing with, or if it's you yourself, this is not normally you, unless you have an air sign rising. But yeah, anyone who you're kind of concerned about with a health issue or anything like that, it seems like you may get a worst case scenario at the start from one person, one doctor, and then it turns out to not be that, or it turns out it's kind of like they scare you, and then they, you know, it's like, oh, well, no, it didn't turn out to be that. So there's a happy ending here, a good turnout here, but it could be a little bit, you know, worrisome for a time in October. Others of you, it's just you're keeping the lid on a pregnancy, or you're keeping the lid on the fact that you're trying, or you're keeping a lid on the fact that you're engaged. Somebody may have gotten married. Somebody out there may have eloped, or maybe you've started a new relationship. For some of you, you've reconnected with someone from the past, and you may just be like, I'm just going to keep this secret. I'm going to keep this to myself. Until I feel ready, or until it feels like it's the right time to communicate this. But it may be very, very difficult to keep something to yourself, because you're feeling very exuberant about it, Capricorn. You're excited about it. It's a big deal to you. It means a lot to you. And for some of you, it is that you're going to be a mother, or you know, someone that you know has maybe told you that they're going to be a mother, but they don't want to share it with everyone else, or a mother or a father for you male Capricorns. It could be one of those things where, you know, you and your wife or your mate are pregnant. You're going to be, or you're going to be adopting, but you want to make sure that all the details are worked out before you share the news. And it can just be kind of hard to sit on that and not tell anybody. So now for some of you, you could be interviewing for a new position, and that you're, you know, in October. Or a new partnership. This could be a financial partnership, although we don't have any pentacles on the table, or in this deck they're pumpkins, but which is super cute. But so that would normally signify to me that it's you know, a new job. But yeah, some of you, you know, that kind of awkward period where, you know, you've got the job, but you're waiting to kind of give your notice, or You can't really talk about it until, it's closer to the start date, that sort of thing. But you're just super excited and in a good mood and very, very giddy. Any interviews or classes or certifications, exams, anything like that that you are taking or completing in October are going to go very well. I feel like you will ace it. So it's a great month to be going on job interviews, to launch a startup internet, anything to do with technology, computers, internet, the web, social media with onsus. It's all about communication in any form, written, verbal, I don't know, hand signals, Raven, however you communicate, you're going to excel at that, Capricorn. Your people are going to really kind of get where you're coming from, and your understanding of other people is going to be accentuated as well. So October looks to be a fantastic month. You are really excited, and some of you are really going after a dream. You're really going after a goal, whether it be work-related, career-related, or more personal, like a partnership or a baby, or some of you, it's a new home that maybe you're going to be moving, and some of you may be moving closer to family, but you're waiting to kind of move for the closing. You're waiting for like the final documents before you get their hopes up, or before you let them know, hey, we got that house, or whatever. And you may really want to share it with them, but you don't want to disappoint them if something were to happen. And I don't think anything is. Like I said, those of you dealing with real estate or property issues, or even wills and trusts, those kinds of things, especially if it includes property, there's going to be a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this sounds bad. This sounds like there's something bad wrong with this, or, but then it turns out to be okay. Like it's not going to be as bad, or that's not going to be the problem. Same with anybody that you may be worried about. They have a health issue or something.